Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lee and Hayley Overtime. It's the podcast. It's brought to you by Damiano Pizza, Pasta, Beer, and Bourbon, located at 503 South Upper Street in Lexington, Kentucky. They have some of our favorite dishes. Hayley loves the margarita pizza. I'm a big fan of Coach. The Coach has all the meats on it, by the way. Although you occasionally will put chicken or sausage or pepperoni on your
Just
margarita.
pepperoni, that's all I've ever done. Chicken, sausage, or pepperoni.
I'm pretty sure you've done all of that.
Why would I ever put chicken on pizza?
Some people
Unless
do
it's
that.
barbecue chicken pizza or buffalo chicken pizza.
I'm looking at their website. Look at that. Look at that pasta dish right there. That looks so decadent.
Delicioso. Go check them out. They're located right by the still newish Target on UK's campus right there on Upper.
Yep.
Love it. Love it, love it. Anyway, welcome to the new episode. We are so glad you are listening or watching. You can watch the video version on the Kentucky Sports Radio YouTube channel. But if you're just listening, we appreciate that as well. Rate, review, subscribe. Go ahead and stop. Do it right now. It takes 2 seconds. We did get one comment. I was looking on the Apple podcast, and a lot of you have left glowing reviews, which we adore. One woman wrote, gave us 1 star and said, "Please stop eating on air. It's so annoying." And I have to agree with her.
When did we do that?
When we've been on like location, or when we've been at Damiano's or Shun Lee or any of our other food sponsors, and you force us to eat during the podcast, I always feel
I don't force you to do anything.
You force me.
Yeah. Do what you want.
No. Anyway, I'm right there with you, sister. Thank you. I always feel like we always get great food there, but I always am like, I got to wait till after. And then Lee starts slurping wonton soup. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll do it. So apologies. I'm annoyed with it as well. We're going to wait. We'll either eat before or eat after.
I'm sipping on coffee.
She said eat. I didn't say anything about
I don't
drinking.
recall really eating. I mean, I remember the wonton soup, but I only did that while you were speaking. So I
You
had
can still hear it, though.
plenty of time. It wasn't like I was up in the mic slurping.
Not just you and me both.
Mainly you.
When you're listening, especially if you're listening to a podcast version and all you're doing is listening to audio, hearing someone eat, I feel like would be very off-putting. So, ma'am, thank you for listening. We hope you're still listening. We hear your comment. We agree with you, and apologies.
Okay.
We can wait 45 minutes to an hour to eat when we do this gorgeous podcast.
We were there.
It's just so hard. Our food sponsors, they make such great food.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's going on with you, Mr. Pink Shorts?
Purple.
Oh, pink, purple, whatever. I like
I
it.
don't think they're pink. Maybe a fuchsia.
Fuchsia
Would that be
is a
correct?
completely different color.
I like saying fuchsia.
I know,
And you always stop me.
Because, Lee, you're not right.
Every time I see something that is a hybrid of pink and purple, to me, that's fuchsia. And you always go, oh, God, you're so stupid.
Never have said that.
You've never said that I'm so
In
stupid?
relation to fuchsia, no.
Every time I say something is fuchsia, you go, that's not right.
I'm very sorry. Anyway,
Well, what is it then?
it's like a pinky purple. Like a
What's the name of that?
I don't know, Lee. Why are you
Magenta?
so mad?
Well, because you
Relax.
just go around my entire life correcting me, and I don't like it.
Fine, they're fuchsia.
Thank
Are
you.
you happy?
Well, what is fuchsia to you?
Fuchsia is like a bright pink. Fuchsia is it's like a raspberry bright.
This is as close to raspberry as you can get.
Have you ever seen a raspberry?
Yes.
You know what? I'm
raspberry.
not. I'm done. I can't use all my energy arguing with you when I know that I'm right. Oh God. Anyway, what's going on?
I last night was looking at you go, I'm sleepy. I'm going to fall asleep.
Oh, this is
And then you go, well, I'm going to look at some videos. And then next thing you're doom scrolling for
Oh my gosh, I know.
2 hours.
Oh.
And it's 2 a.m.
I did that last night,
But-
like right at midnight. I was like tired and anxious, and I was like, I need to go to sleep. But then TikTok, I kept being like, well, one more. It's so hard to get off.
Yeah, right. So I discovered a guy, and I think this is when social media is perfect.
Ooh, okay.
When it meets the platform in its optimum way.
Okay.
So there's a kid, essentially. I mean, he's a young man. He's 20-something. Reminds me of my cousin Will, who you've met.
Yes.
Similar build and similar sort of, I don't know, essence. The same kind of dudes.
The essence of Will.
Yeah, gentle souls.
Gentle soul.
You love them. Anyway, he goes, I'm doing this thing. I'm going to take the Timbs from source to sea. So he goes up in, somewhere in the middle of England. It's not that far. When I think of a river, I think of the Mississippi or something.
The Great Mississippi.
Yeah. So the Thames isn't that big of a river. I mean, it's maybe 200 miles.
Okay.
But nonetheless, he goes to where it's just a babbling brook.
Oh, cool.
And he's going to take that from source to sea in the middle of it. So he starts off just walking in the middle of the Thames.
The Thames, yeah.
And that's day
This is
one.
fascinating.
Yeah.
I love this.
So I watched his entire journey up until day 16 or something. He's not to the sea yet. Here, I'll tell everybody where he is.
Yeah, this is amazing. So eventually, does he get on a vessel of some sort?
Yeah, so when, he's going through, like, he's under brush and over, he's like, it's really tough today to get through today. And some folks put me up. So you watch, here's what I love about this part of it's Instagram.
Yeah.
Is that the grassroots fandom he started to build developed into sponsors. You see it right before every day. There's someone who reaches out. Hey, we make this water canteen that would be perfect for your
We'd
trip.
love to send it to you or get it to you.
And then when we finally gets to his kayak on day 3, where he can use the kayak now, he can navigate it because it's starting to widen and broaden. Then he's got his supplies on there, and people are starting to come out to see him. Like, hey, we're watching you,
We're
buddy.
watching you right now. Now we're catching it live.
Good luck. So
That's great.
And he knew that eventually it goes through London. So like on day 14 or
Oh my gosh.
day 14 or 15,
Are people gathered?
you see Parliament behind him. And he goes, here I am.
And he's on a kayak?
He's on a kayak.
What?
But he's doing a great job of editing the videos, and he's got a drone that he'll launch. So
What's his name?
Okay.
I gotta know. I gotta look this fella up.
I just started following the little dude.
Is he British?
Yes. He's British. Oh, wait a minute. I got to get on my page. I was on our page. Here you go. I just started following this guy. Where do you go to following, right? Following. That's what I'm doing. It's not Nikita Jennings. Okay. Here he is. Ed Pratt.
Ed Pratt.
And the handle is...
This is on TikTok?
M-R-E-D Pratt. M-Red Pratt.
Mr. Ed Pratt.
No, I guess that
would
would
imagine.
be. That's what it would be.
I mean, I don't know.
And
Here he is. British guy who unicycled the world.
Yeah.
Currently going down the River Thames. Cool.
And so I watched all his little episodes, and they're maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and
I love him.
yeah.
So 7 hours ago, at the time of this taping, he posted day 17, source to sea down the River Thames. And he is in London. This is so cool. I love somebody with a random task like that.
I've had those thoughts, like I want to do something odd or unusual. Like I bet that'd be fun, but of course I don't take the time to do it. Mm-hmm. And this guy, his shoes blew out, so he goes, "I'm going to a charity shop."
I've got to get shoes.
To us would be a consignment store or Goodwill.
Yeah.
So he went to that essentially to buy new sandals.
Yeah, this reminds me, when I was living in Knoxville, and I've just found it, there is a movie called Voyage. Mm-hmm. And it's about this group of guys that they were sponsored by Malibu Boats, but they just got that after the idea. They boat from Knoxville, Tennessee on the Tennessee River all the way down to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And they go through the locks and all that stuff. The movie is called Voyage. It came out in 2014. Look it up. It's really, really cool. So anyway, it featured Malibu Pro Team riders Brian Grubb and Amber Wing. The crew navigated 1,000 miles of river from Knoxville, Tennessee to New Orleans, Louisiana. And it's about them just roughing it. Like when they'd stop at night, they'd camp on the side of the river and stuff like that.
This guy did the first couple of nights. He sets up a tent. Mm-hmm. He sleeps and he's freezing to death. Mm-hmm. He did have a buddy that stored his kayak first couple of days. But then once it hit and people started realizing what he was doing, now everybody's offering up a place to stay.
Oh, that's so great.
In London, he stayed on some old cruise liner Navy vessel that's docked.
Dude.
On the Thames. They gave him the captain's cabin.
Quarters, captain's quarters.
Captain's quarters.
That is awesome. So look him up, Mr. Ed Pratt or Ed Pratt on TikTok. If you're interested in the movie as well that I just mentioned, it is called Voyage. Came out in 2014. So
and you mentioned locks. He has to operate that himself. He goes. A lot of people ask how to operate the locks, and it's a lot of walking back and forth.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
He has to tie his kayak off and go push buttons, let the water fill, open the gates, then go back, get the kayak, go through, go back, shut the gates. It's tedious.
Yeah, it is tedious. Gosh. Okay, well, that's really cool. So you watched this last night?
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. Check him out. That's awesome.
All right.
If you had to do kind of a personal voyage, something like that, what would you do? If you could start today, money is no object, time is no object, work is no object, nothing's holding you back. Mm-hmm. What is a task like that you want to do?
I don't know. Probably go to Vegas.
By what means?
Oh, airplane.
I mean on a trip. Okay, you misunderstood my question. I mean a personal voyage like that.
I don't want to do a personal voyage like that.
Oh, you just want to go on vacation.
That sounds like work.
Oh.
No, okay, I'll give you this. I do think, again, you remember, I'm a 5-star room service guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be doing this.
Yeah, no.
Why? I do love some of these luxury train rides.
I was just going to say I want
that I see.
Cross the country by train.
Yeah. There's one in Europe, though, that is, oh, my gosh, decadent and with the big viewing cars. Mm-hmm. Ugh.
Love it.
It looks wonderful.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would love to do that.
I want to get dressed for dinner and
go to the beverage car.
Yeah, have a cocktail.
The cocktail car.
Maybe they got a jazz band playing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, if you know of any cross-country America or European train rides that we should take, let's start with America. Is there a train that will go from our area in Kentucky to Las Vegas?
Not really.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, I've looked all this up.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I mean, you go
my gosh.
I think there are 2 stops, Amtrak in Ashland, Kentucky, or Cincinnati, Ohio. You can catch a train there, go to Chicago, and then down. Mm-hmm. But that's, riding on a bus. Mm-hmm. If you want to do it right, there is the train. There is something in Arizona that goes up to Canada, and that's beautiful, and it's more luxurious and overnight. Where you got your own cabin and shower and all that thing.
For sure. Love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, train ride. Guys, write in. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys. What's a personal thing like this that you would like to do?
Okay. Oh, by the way, yeah, and if you do have a question or a topic that you want Hayley and I to cover, you can write to us ideas@leeandhaley.com. I mean, it's a little early to get into that, but there is this one lady who wrote, and this was actually mainly from the show, this comes from Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Who wrote to us, and she said, if I can find it, I apologize.
Lee's talking about our television show, in case you don't know, that you've maybe stumbled upon this podcast and don't know that this is an offshoot of our TV show, The Lee and Hayley Show.
Because this also goes back to my sleep last night.
Okay.
She goes, I'm watching your show, and you guys are talking about muscle spasms. I get them a lot in my calf, and it feels like it's going to pop.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad. We call them Charlie horses. Mm-hmm. And like Hayley, it only happens when I'm asleep, and it wakes me up, and I can't move until it's over. Just horrible.
Yes.
I have repeatedly for the past year, almost every night. And it doesn't.
Almost every night.
It doesn't wake me up, but it enters my dream.
Oh, yeah.
And so I deal with it in my dream.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it wakes me up, and it's a foot cramp. It's always in my foot.
Same foot?
No.
Oh, both
I don't
feet.
think, but it's always like toe curling.
Ugh.
Like,
where it literally, and I know that it feels like the foot can only take so much where then it's just going to explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wakes me up. I can't walk, and if I'm running, I get this foot cramp, and now I can't move. And I know it must be really happening because I can feel the pain.
Yeah, but it's not enough to wake you up, so it is in the dream.
So it's in the dream.
Nothing makes me more mad than not being able to run in dreams. Like, I'm furious in the dream. What is that? Dreams are weird enough, and then when you can't do something, it's so annoying. Whatever. Okie dokie. So we are midway through summer. It is mid-July. Summer nights, mid-July. That is Lana Del Rey from Young and Beautiful, the song from The Great Gatsby. Anyway,
so.
we're halfway through summer. What have you not done yet this summer that you want to accomplish before fall gets here? We've got half summer left.
I don't think I've really had a goal.
Well, I don't either. But then just kind of when summer gets here, I just think,
I just don't want it to stop.
I
love
know,
summer.
me too. Endless summer, endless summer. I would like to go to the pool a little bit more. I've gone to the lake quite a bit. I've gotten quite a bit of sun because I normally never do this. My family vacation was always at the end of summer, but I got to go to Florida for a special birthday trip for my grandma at the very beginning of June. So I'm happy with I always love getting a tan. And so I feel like I've gotten a good tan going, and stuff, but I do want to go to the pool more and I do want to do I want to do a good cookout. I haven't been to a good cookout this summer, like hot dogs, hamburgers, beans, potato salad.
Yeah, I've done all that. And I went to a beach wedding.
Yeah, so you've been to the beach. Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
You've done all the cookouts.
Yeah. Did we talk about the beach wedding? I don't know. That
We did. When you came back and gave your full Spanx review.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I got to give you those. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, they're yours.
No, that's okay. They're yours now.
Why do I want them?
You're never going to wear your white linen pants ever again.
Probably not.
Really?
I've cleaned them.
All right, fine. I'll take it. Fine.
Jeez, why make a big deal of it?
I was making a joke like you could keep them. Good God. Yeah. Lord.
I kind of, you know why I want you to have them back? Because I love to hear you say, God, these smell good. Because I use so many dryer sheets.
Guys, this man uses so many dryer sheets. It's honestly insane. You use what, 15 a load?
Easy.
Easy? How often? Do you buy dryer sheets like every week at the store?
No, but I do buy bulk. So I get like 4 or 5 boxes.
Golly. You do like to have a back stock of stuff.
Yes.
Like that's the thing. What are the things that you keep multiples of at all times so you never run out?
Razor blades, bullets, toilet paper, deodorant. Mm-hmm. Like if you go to my bathroom, you'll see rows of everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Hair product.
Uh-huh.
Soap, shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else. Well, no, the paper towels, like down in the kitchen, paper towels.
Yeah.
Beef jerky.
Oh.
Almonds.
Okay.
The wasabi almonds.
Oh, so good. I love the salt and vinegar ones. They're so good.
Yeah, those are good too. Yeah, I ate some last night.
Okay. So your snack, so you can never run out of beef jerky, wasabi almonds, and then a lot of bathroom stuff and laundry room stuff. For me in the kitchen, I can never run out of coffee creamer or coffee. Dog treats. My dogs love the Bacon Strips fun size because I have 2 little fun size dogs. So instead of having to break up a Bacon Strip, they sell the little ones, which they're so good. Can't run out of that. Paper towels, toilet paper. I keep that stocked. Face wash. Shampoo, conditioner.
Oh, then I got the butt wipes or whatever you hate.
Oh.
But you can use them for any body part.
Sure. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah, face wipes I always keep.
Yeah, so same
for
thing.
me, makeup remover. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's always interesting, the stuff like people, well, you and I were talking about yesterday in the Driving Me Crazy that we shot. You recently ran out of your blood pressure medicine. That's something I can
still
never.
haven't done that.
Why? What are you waiting on? Genuinely, what are you waiting on? You
Motivation.
Said, you told us yesterday you were not feeling good as a result of not taking it.
Well,
That's not enough
that's
motivation?
What that was. I mean, it could have been. I don't know. Because where I go, my doctor has changed the procedure from just calling him as a concierge physician, and he does it. That's what used to happen. Mm-hmm. Now they go, okay, now if you need to update your medications, you call this number. And I don't have access to that number at the moment.
What do you mean you don't have access?
Well, I don't know what it is.
You can't call and find out what
I guess I could.
Yeah.
But again, now we're 2 or 3 steps in. When it used to be, you just said, hey, I'm out. When I would go in there, I'd go in there and go, I'm out. They go, oh, we got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It'll be at the pharmacy.
Yeah. And now
that's the other thing. I'm changing pharmacies. I'm moving down here now.
Yeah, I recently switched pharmacies as well.
What'd you switch to?
None of your business. Why, are you going to try to pick up my medicine?
Is it, what do I want that? Is it down here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, switch to the closer one.
You're that private about which pharmacy it is.
To viewers, listeners, yes.
So, I mean,
I'm not stupid.
What, they're going to just wait outside? Oh, there she is.
Lee, you just...
Picking up her thyroid medicine.
I don't take thyroid medicine, but I wish that I did.
Okay. Well, anyway, I was just wondering, because maybe it will be convenient if you're going there anyway. Hey, can you pick my stuff up?
Sure. Yeah. I just don't need to tell listeners where I go. I'll tell you. No problem.
I didn't ask for the address. I just said, are you going to the same one I'm going to?
Like
and
everything I'm saying today is making you mad. And I don't know why. Like, I just need you to like...
Why do you say that?
You freaked out 3 times on this podcast already. And I just don't get it.
You don't?
No.
Well, maybe that's on you.
How is that on me?
I don't know. Maybe you've done something to slight me.
But
maybe we need to do an inventory.
What have I done? Go ahead.
I don't know. Maybe.
So you're saying you freaking out isn't related to any of the things that I just disagree with you on? It's something else.
Correct.
Okay. Well,
it could be an overarching issue. Who knows? I'm just saying. I'm on a hair trigger.
I know. I don't get it.
I'm actually not on a hair trigger.
You're just mad all the time.
You're sensitive to things.
No, you
because anytime there's some sort of disagreement and it's not even heated in any way, you take it as a personal affront when it's not. Like when you say, "Oh, that's the wrong color."
Right.
I'm not really angry about it. I'm a little frustrated that you always say that. And see, you're so dismissive. You don't want to get into the conflict of it.
Because I don't think it should be a conflict. I just am like, what?
Because you just want to be right.
Well, no, I know that I'm right. No, it's just that you get so heated over a non-issue.
I'm not heated. I'm dramatic.
Right.
That's different.
Constant drama.
Heated,
You love to be like, women are so dramatic. And then I'm like, that's not fuchsia. You're like,
have you ever actually seen me angry ever?
Yes.
When?
I could repeat the phrase you always say when you are mad at someone, but I can't do it because it's expletive filled.
What? Well, give me the...
I'm going to knock him the blank out.
Oh, yeah, well. That's not you, though. You've not seen me
not
that
me,
angry
obviously.
at you.
But I've seen it, and I don't
and
like
who
it.
is I angry? Well, you're
mad at everyone all the time.
I am not.
You are.
I am not. I love everybody.
Oh, bullshit. Sorry.
I do.
No, you're constantly, and I've told you this before, you're constantly in a secret battle with people that they don't know about.
No, I think what you mistake is I'm looking for an edge all the time.
An edge?
Yes, because I'm competitive. So I'm always looking for an edge.
Well, and it's not just you. I think a lot of men are that way. They're in a secret battle with other men that the other men don't know about.
No, they know. We all know.
We all know there's a battle to be had.
But here's the difference between men and women, if I may.
I know that you will, with or without my permission.
We all know we're competing.
Yeah.
But there is a camaraderie and a respect about that. So we will, tip our hat to the winner of whatever that may be, whatever this competition might be, whether it's business, it's love, it's finance, it's whatever. It could be sports, whatever it may be. We still respect one another if we're playing fair for the most part. Mm-hmm. Women, on the other hand, do the exact opposite, where they go over the top with all the niceties in front of each other and then slice and dice each other behind their back. And I've seen that a lot. And there is no respect. It seems to me that there's not every woman, but there's a lot of women that, because I shouldn't say, I don't want to generalize, because there are a lot of women I do know that are very sympathetic to other women. And I think that's very sweet and lovely. But as a rule, I do see a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Your opinion is valid and welcome.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you want to talk about?
I'm going to knock somebody out.
Oh, I know. Well, what do you want to talk about?
When was the last time I said that, and who was it about?
I don't know. And genuinely, I don't care.
Well, you said you don't like it when I get that way.
I don't like extreme emotion, period. And that's just me personally. I can't. It taps into trauma that I've had before that I just can't deal with. Extreme emotions really upset me.
So
But that happiness, laughter, love it. Extreme anger for me is extremely upsetting. Even if it's not directed at me, just seeing someone else extreme, it really, really hits some trauma, and I can't deal with it. So I think that's why I don't like it. So it's not really you personally; it's anybody. Like anybody that gets really angry or really upsets me.
Yeah, I get it. So
Yeah.
So it's avoidant tendencies for you. Like I don't want to deal with it
Because
like,
of previous pain.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what it says about me, but I enjoy that, even
Right.
when it's not mine.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
when I see somebody getting really angry and crazy, I get excited.
Yeah.
And I legitimately do. Like my heart starts to accelerate a bit and my eyes widen and I feel alive. Even when it's not my
Even when you're just seeing someone else.
Even when it's not my beef.
See me, I'm like, well, got to go.
No,
See ya.
I want to get in the middle of it and go, what's happening? Ooh, who are we going to hit? You know, I feel like the Joker in Batman. Why so serious? I go, and the reason I know this is because our mutual friend who has anger issues, I love tweaking him all the time because he loses control a lot.
Yeah. And I don't like that.
I know
It
you
makes me afraid.
I don't get afraid. I get
That's fine. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying my experience is different. And that's fine.
But no, I'm curious as to my own reasoning for that. Like, why am I like that? What makes that fun for me? And I don't mean fun in a jolly way. Isn't this great? I do laugh about it a lot, but I'm alive in those moments when there's pool furniture being thrown.
Yeah. See, that for me, I'm like, really, calling the Uber, gotta leave.
Yeah.
I can't take it. I'm just like, get your shit together.
I got issues.
Yeah.
I mean, we both do.
Sure. Everybody does. Every human does. Anyone that thinks they don't have issues or trauma, big T, little t trauma, as I've heard before.
I think what it is because of my trauma as a kid, I felt so ineffectual and I had no power over my life at all that it went off the rails, not due to anything I did. I'm a child.
Right.
But, you know, going through what I went through with my parents and all of that, when I tapped into anger while playing athletics, all of a sudden I was in control of the narrative. So I used that as such a fuel source to win and change my own destiny. It worked for me, and it still does. And like when I do comedy and if things aren't going my way, I can tap into that a little bit and be invincible. And it provided a level of protection for me. So where you avoid it and run away, I do the opposite. I get in the middle of the mix because I'm looking for power because I feel protected that way.
Yeah.
Well, I had a breakthrough.
I know. I'm like, this is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. That is interesting. I mean, and I think everybody deals with things. And it's amazing when you get older and either get therapy or just learn through situations and talking with friends and family and just yourself and learning about how we all have trauma and how we've dealt with it in order to survive. And then how some of those practices no longer serve us, or maybe they do, but they serve us in a different way, in a positive way, or maybe a negative way, you know, different things like that. So, yeah. And I think you and I have both used comedy as an avoidance tendency, or not only just avoidance, but also just a way to deal with things.
Yeah.
You know, people say like, you got to laugh or you're going to cry.
I think my comedy too, though, is that I think my comedy is a little narcissistic, and because I that's when I felt most loved.
Sorry, guys, they're doing, if you can hear this on our mics, they're doing construction below us. And so I just lifted my headphone out to hear it because, they're doing like drilling beneath us, on the floor beneath us. And if you can hear it on the mics,
There
apologies,
was a
but
deli
we can't do anything
below
about
us,
it.
and now I don't know what it's going to be.
Glorious drilling audio.
But I think, whether it was my grandmother or parents or whoever would laugh at me, and I think I had a natural talent for it as well, just as you do, that I gravitated towards that. And plus, that's, again, maybe you're right, because I do recall being very sad as a little boy. And the only time I wasn't was I was watching comics. And it seemed as if they had some secret to life, Because you'd see Groucho Marx in a horrible situation. He's about to be jailed, arrested, blamed for whatever's happening, and he was impervious to it. Or David Letterman doing an interview with a celebrity that didn't want to be nice to him.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, I thought, well, that looks wonderful.
I love this.
Those guys have it figured out.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And I want what they got because my life stinks. And I'm still looking to figure it out.
No, and that is another thing. We adults always seem to have it figured out when you're a kid, and they don't. They're just fumbling around like all of us are. So do the best that you can. Absolutely. Should we get to some questions?
Sure.
We asked our staff, as we do every week, for random topics for us to discuss, and we're going to get right to those right now.
All right.
What are you doing?
I don't know. There's a hair somewhere in my purview, and it's tickling me. Here's Noah Day's question. What is a trend that seems like everyone is into that you just don't get?
Oh, man.
Marriage. I don't
So
get
trendy. So trendy. Long-running trend. No, I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. Crocs. For me, it's Crocs.
Is that a trend? I know it wasn't one time. Do you know where Crocs launched? Do you know that story about?
Yeah,
remember
I've heard,
them?
but I can't remember.
Well, the popularity it gained came a little bit from a springboard platform called forgot the name of the movie, Idiocracy. Do you remember the film?
Not at all. Never heard of it.
Luke Wilson. He fell asleep in a cryo chamber like today. He wakes up 100 years from now. He's in the future, and everyone is dumber. Like, it's all so prophetic because the presidential campaign is essentially a wrestling organization. It's all everything that we hate about us. It's nothing but sponsorships. And so the costume designer was looking for something that would look futuristic but be stupid at the same time. And she heard of this tiny little company called Crocs. And she gave all the cast members, the extras, Crocs. That's what they were wearing in Idiocracy.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I remember when the first one of my friends got a pair when we were in high school. So this would have been in 2004, 2005. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
They are comfortable. They are. But I've never had a pair, and I never will have a pair unless I get them. Like, I have a certain pair of shoes that I keep by the door for when I take the dogs out. That are shoes I would never wear anywhere else, but I just wear them when I take the dogs out. And so that would be they would be a utilitarian shoe for me. But otherwise, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
I played in the Pro-Am last week. They used to give me golf shoes, which I love, but this year, for some reason, they gave us a choice of sandal, which I will not wear.
Right.
And they had female sandals, and I almost gave them to you. I thought, well, you'd probably wear them. But I chose, because I thought, well, maybe someday I'll be at a pool and I'll need a sandal.
So you did get a pair?
Yeah. Well, they were giving them to me.
Well, what brand are they?
I don't know. They're nice, I guess, but I don't know.
Wonderful. So you've got them. You never know.
You never know.
If you ever get a dog, they'll be your taking the dog out shoes. Mine are Adidas slides, and they are so comfy. I bought them and wore them years ago, like out and stuff, and I love them, but then my dog chewed them up, and that's how they became my taking the dogs out shoes, because they've got doggy teeth marks all over them. They're no longer for outside use.
Kelly wants to know, can you do any accents or impressions? Well, you can. You do a lot of great
I can do
accents.
British, Australian, Irish.
You want to favor us with something?
What would you like to hear? Sometimes it fades in and out. I really got to...
Do the toothpick thing. That's
that's Scottish.
Yeah.
It's like an orange on a toothpick.
Yeah.
You're going to give the kid a complex. He'll go to sleep tonight on his huge pillow. That is from So I Married an Axe Murderer, one of Mike Myers, actually I think his greatest film. It's absolutely fantastic. And he plays his own father, who's Scottish. And his mother is Scottish as well.
There's a new Shrek coming
The
out.
Juice Tiger.
And
Where'd you read that? The Weekly World Dum Dum? That's from a different movie.
Shrek is Scottish as well.
Yes.
And that's coming out, Shrek 5.
Shrek 5 coming out. I think it's not coming out till next year or maybe the year after.
Whatever, but it's Eddie Murphy and Mike Myers and Cameron Diaz.
They're all back. They all signed on. It's going to be great. No, can you do an accent?